Boom, so Raw kicked off with triple frauds. Austrian Frankenstein, Gunther, he comes out. Boom, this shot right here, he kind of looks cool, I'll admit it. Right, anyways, he has his arms open here, right? Just taunting the crowd like the smug piece of shit he is. Alright, we already know that Gunther, he likes to rage bait the crowd. So what does he do? He smiles and he perks his ear up to the crowd, waiting for more boos to come in, okay? The crowd is into it. They're booing him. They say, "We want Cena," blah, 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 okay? And they're basically just booing Gunther. Gunther, he starts the promo off, glazing John Cena, saying how great he was, saying that we have limited time with John Cena. We have 5 days to be exact to appreciate John Cena. Then he asks the production team to, pull up the timer, right? Then he goes into fucking intimidation mode, talking about, "I'm gonna choke you. I'm gonna squeeze very hard." Like, this is honestly one of the worst Gunther promos, just for the fact that the guy keeps on spamming, 3 to 4 words within his promos. "I'm gonna squeeze, I'm gonna choke." Who cares? All right. Then it was Rey Mysterio. He comes out looking like a G, of course, the legend. Then Stephanie Gunther, she comes back from Intern John's day. The right Intern John brings her home, right? Drops her down at the fucking airport, right? She fucking makes it to Raw. Boom. Right? Then we had these two. Who cares? All right. This is honestly just bait. All of this stuff is bait. Rhea Ripley and Io Sky, right? Rio, whatever the hell they call it, bait. Right? Trash. I didn't like it at all. All right. Obafemi, he's watching like the gooner he is. Anyways, after that, they pick up the victory. And honestly, I didn't watch the match, okay? I'm going to make a video on this later, but honestly, I am sick and tired of the bait, okay? Anyways, moving on. It was the Vision, right? Talking about Rey Mysterio and stuff. Logan Paul's like, "I need you guys to handle that." The Brons, they get up like the dogs that they are, and they start barking away, okay? Now, Logan Paul and Paul Heyman, they talk about Rey Mysterio. Paul Heyman's kind of doubtful about Logan Paul handling it on his own. So what does he do? He fucking hands him the brass knuckles, okay? Showing a little bit of doubt. Then Rey Mysterio, he comes out again looking, oh my God, that merch is amazing, okay? Bailey and jobbers, right? Who cares? Then it was the neckbeard staring at fire, right? Why? Because they're going to get fired. Anyways, Rey Mysterio, he makes his way down. But as he's high-fiving the fans, what happens? Boom! All right, Logan Paul destroys him, just decimates him from the back. Then he throws him into the barricade here. And tell me why this dude that he stares down looks exactly like Grimm's Toy Show. You guys know Grimm's Toy Show? Yeah, looks exactly like him. Anyways, he throws him into the ring here. Rey Mysterio is literally helpless, okay? Just getting ground and pounded by a 6'4" man. Oh my God, dude. Then he pulls out the secret weapon being the brass knuckles that Paul Heyman gave him. He charges up and looks to separate Rey Mysterio's body from his consciousness. Boom! Rey Mysterio is too agile. He drop kicks the fucking brass knuckles, right? He just lays into Logan Paul, one after the other, right? And then as he's setting up for the 619, who appears behind him? Say his name and he appears. I believe it's Austin Theory. I believe it's Austin Theory. All right, Austin Theory comes back, man. Look at him, bro. Oh my God. I swear to God, this better be Austin Theory, okay? I'm not even joking around. I swear to God, triple fraud, this better be Austin Theory. The way that Austin Theory gallivanted into the ring and backed his big dump truck ass into the corner and stomped fucking Rey Mysterio's head into the floor was amazing and one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. Put that in a museum. Now, if this isn't Austin Theory, please, somebody tell me down below, all right? Now, look, there is an odd chance that it is Ricky Saints, just for the fact that the dude lost to Obafemi. He's, most likely leaving NXT and coming to the main roster. Maybe this is a way to, introduce him into the main event scene. Now, his ass isn't as big as Austin Theory's. All right, let's just get that out of the way. Anyways, yeah, Logan Paul, he hits him with the KO punch here. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Who cares? Now, LA Knight, he comes out of nowhere and tries to, save Rey Mysterio, trying to, look out for him, saying that Rey Mysterio's a legend and I'm sick and tired of people like you, Logan Paul, right? Blah, blah, blah. Logan Paul, he's kind of, taken aback. He's like, why is this guy even out here? Okay, and honestly, I'm wondering the same thing. he starts, again, he doesn't have anything to do, okay? Triple Fraud does not want to push this guy. He's out here helping Rey Mysterio up the ramp. Complete jobber shit, all right? Anyways, boom, okay? These two come out, jobber daycare with AJ Styles. Then, we had a neckbeard here. Just, oh my God, yucky, dude. I remember when I was doing jiu-jitsu, right? I stopped doing jiu-jitsu because people like this, they returned and lost, okay? The fact that they returned and lost just shows you where they are in Triple H's brain, right? Exactly where they belong in jobber catering hell, all right? Anyways, all the tag teamers, they come into the ring. The Usos, they make an appearance. Day one-ish. Now, look, right? Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso, I am happy that they are back together and they are functioning as one. However, for this to be a convincing match and a convincing story, why the hell is AJ Styles and fucking Dragon Lee the champions? Okay, they should get squashed in 4 seconds. Okay, Dragon Lee's a jobber. He's getting fucking taken care of like a fucking baby at this point because AJ Styles is doing all the talking, he's doing all the wrestling, he's doing all the finishes, everything, dude. Right? Anyways, we had a Gunther coming back. Oh my God, that corset. Anyways, right? She gets all, crazy and stuff. She's talking about how Intern John laid it down 16 times in a row in one night like a goddamn machine. All right, there. Now look, okay? Her saying that the devil's kiss do not make me, right? Whatever the hell she said, right? Saying that, her finisher isn't all that she has to offer is honestly bogus. We all know we were staring at that devil's kiss, all right? Anyways, Nikki Bella, she comes up, right? Tries to challenge again for the title. Boom. Raquel Rodriguez, the Gordita, right? Storms the ring and destroys Nikki Bella, making way for herself to challenge for the belt. Now, honestly, I'm a big fan of Raquel Rodriguez. I'm happy she's getting the push, all right? Next, it was the worst promo I've ever heard in the history of fucking mankind. All right, I honestly don't understand why they do this, right? Triple Fraud thinks that, we have this sort of fatigue with the quiet people, right? Even with Maxine Dupree, right? As soon as she started opening her mouth, honestly, her stock and, my interest towards her has gone down. Same thing with Ivy now, right? The worst fucking promo I've ever heard, dude. Like, she's looking up at fucking Byron Saxton, and she's trying to figure out what to say. She's repeating herself. Look at the people. Look at these guys. Oh, my God. They know that this promo was butchered, man, all right? Butchered from the very start. This girl was nervous, okay? Complete blasphemy. Trash. A waste of fucking airtime. Anyways, it was Liv Morgan and Finn Balor having this tension here. Did you guys know, fun fact, that Liv Morgan and Finn Balor, they were a thing. Anyways, Liv Morgan, she yaps to Raquel Rodriguez, congratulating her for stepping up to the plate and challenging Gunther. Then she forces her way into Roxanne Perez's match, joining her at ringside. Okay, kind of weird. And honestly, I'm interested into that storyline. Anyway, Sol Ruka, right? Boom, she makes signs here. Amazing stuff. Then we had these two, again, they come out. Oh, my God. Anyways, the New Day, the Yap, who cares? Okay, pointless ass promo from them. Then Natty, she smiles, okay? And honestly, I'm very excited for this character, okay? Moving on, it was the main event of the evening. Logan Paul getting destroyed by LA Knight. Neck breakers, turnbuckle fucking throws. The dude was just beating up Logan Paul, all right? Look at this, man. Foot to the neck, the disrespect, okay? Division, they come out and they're kind of unsure if they should step in here, if they should interfere and help Logan Paul, right? But they don't. Who interferes instead? The masked figure. We see him traversing across the arena, fucking stomping LA Knights into the oblivious. Okay, the oblivion. All right, we all fucking know who this is. Austin Theory. Okay, anyways, Austin Theory picks up LA Knight like a sack of potatoes, tosses him in the ring. Okay, I don't know why the ref didn't count it. Okay, I don't know what that was about. Anyways, Logan Paul, he hits the splash, hits LA Knight with the 1, 2, 3, pins his ass, right? And they just start destroying LA Knight, all right? The fact that we got this was honestly, like, it was cool in a way where it's like we got to see the heels just destroy a face. But it's kind of weird that, Triple H let this go on for fucking, the rest of the show, dude. Like, almost an hour. Okay, almost like 40 minutes of just LA Knight getting destroyed. Anyways, Paul Heyman, he cuts the fucking, same old promo, hyping up the two jobbers, all right? Bronson Reed, blah, blah, blah. Hyping up Logan Paul, blah, blah, blah. Waste of time. Honestly, he needs to stop hyping them up, okay? Say something fucking new, all right? Anyways, they show this, okay? LA Knight getting held backstage. Then Paul Heyman, he hands the mic to who? Bron Breakker, okay? Bron Breakker cut a great promo last time. And yeah, okay, they try to replicate that again, but it doesn't work, okay? Honestly, Bron Breakker needs to stop doing the same old yelling promos, all right? I don't enjoy it at all. I honestly think it's lazy. I think he's trying to replicate, what his dad did, right? Or his uncle, whatever the fuck. Right, the dude needs to find his own sauce. Not only his own sauce, but, have a little bit more substance within your promos, right? Look at this shit. Just doing ridiculous shit, going on his knees. Like, the crowd wasn't into it, okay? And that's the thing, right? I could hate. You can say that I'm hating. Intern John, oh, yeah, you're a hater. Right? You're never satisfied. Fucking read the crowd, dude. They weren't into it. Anyways, they show this, right? A weird production decision, dude. I don't know what the hell this was, all right? They show LA Knight, right? And then Bronson Reed and Logan Paul, they dip and they go attack him while Bron Breakker is cutting a promo, dude. And he rips off his shirt again, just doing the classic Steiner shit, just, whatever. Okay, anyways, Logan Paul, Bronson Reed, they attack LA Knight some more. They put him through a table. I'm like, oh my God, how much can this guy take? He took a tsunami. He took a spear. He took a stomp. He gets put through the table, right? They walk away, and they're like, oh my God, he's still getting up on some Looney Tunes ass shit, dude. What the hell are we watching, dude? Are we watching a humiliation, dude? Right? They hit him with another tsunami, but this time it's off, an equipment box, right? Big Bronson Reed, boom. Big Belly Reed, boom. Splashes him, and that's it, right? That's how Raw ends. Like, and at this point, I was just confused. I'm like, what was the point of that? You had LA Knight come out and cut a great promo, by the way, to basically, start a feud with Logan Paul in the Vision, and then you have him getting destroyed like this. I don't think he's going to come back just so, with high energy and shit. The guy's going to be injured, right? For sure. He's going to be taken off TV maybe 2 to 3 weeks at least. Okay, this guy should be injured. He got put through fucking tables. He got put through a car. He got stomped on the table. He got tsunami. He got KO punched. He got everything. A Bron Breakker spear. I don't think I've seen something like that ever. Okay, the guy got whipped backstage. The guy got whipped in front of everybody. Like, I think Triple H is doing this, honestly, just to fucking humiliate the guy. All right, now, in terms of, storyline and stuff, I do see what they're doing. Okay, Logan Paul, he's relying on the masked guy, right? And Paul Heyman does not like that. So what's going to happen? He's going to replace Logan Paul with who? Austin Theory. Okay? It's clear as day. We already know that it's Austin Theory. However, it could be Ricky Saints. But, that's besides the fact. The storyline is Logan Paul, he needs too much help. The guy is too green. The guy is getting his ass beat by Rey Mysterio. His ass beat by fucking LA Knight. The dude needs help. Okay? He's not ready for the Vision. He's not part of the Vision. Paul Heyman, I truly think he's going to be like, oh yeah, I have a theory. Right? I have a theory that you are not ready for the Vision. We have somebody else we had in mind for the future. Boom. Austin Theory comes out and destroys Logan Paul. Right? And they run amok. Now, I've heard little things like, oh, yeah, Austin Theory is just there to take pins and to be the guy to eat all the pins because, Triple H wants to protect Bronson Reed and Bron Breakker. However, I think it's the reverse. They are going to make Austin Theory a bigger star. Not only a bigger star, but his power scaling is going to be a lot more, elevated once he joins the group. Now, how is it going to happen? I think they're going to exile Logan Paul. As you may see, right, this motherfucker's getting his ass beat by everybody. LA Knight, right, Rey Mysterio, the guy cannot handle his own business, which, Paul Heyman does not fuck with. The brass knuckles was never a way to, make Logan Paul look cooler. I think it was a way narratively to tell the story of, his weaknesses, right? he's a little green, right? The guy is relying on weapons. He's relying on the Vision to handle business for him, which makes him a weak link, okay? They're going to exile Logan Paul. Mark my words. He's going to get exiled one of these days, and Austin Theory is going to step up to the plate to replace him and lead the Vision. Now, will Seth Rollins like that? Probably not. He's going to come back and try to, boss around Austin Theory. Maybe Austin Theory will, follow his lead, but it's not going to last long, okay? Whether it's a heel turn, whether it's a face turn, I think they're going to push Austin Theory. He's going to be the fucking star in this story. It's not going to be Seth Rollins anymore, okay? He's going to be the guy to come and, elevate the Vision past this current level. All right. Anyways, you guys already know who this is. All right. I rate this show a 4 out of 10. Let me know your ratings down below. You guys already know who this is. All right. The high rise of and work wife stealing intern John. Oh.